Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for November 2024 for each life path number to see how the energies of November could influence you. Before we get into the forecast, this is a general reading. If you would like your own personal reading, your own personal numerology reading, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. I would love to work with you and take a closer look. Also, if you book a year ahead forecast or any reading that has the year ahead forecast included in it, you'll get your year ahead forecast for the rest of 2024 and all of 2025. So this is a great time to book your year ahead forecast if you haven't done so yet. So if you want to do that, you can book some time with me. Again, my information is in the description box below. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these life path numbers for November. Life path number 4. So we're going to be working with the vibration of the 23-5 for November. This is interesting energy. Definitely some change afoot here. But this is a great time to sort of brainstorm and to seek advice from someone that happens to be an expert in the area that you want to learn more about, right? So this would be a great month for you to move from the teacher type of energy to the student, right? And throughout our journey, there's times where we're the teacher and the other person is the student. And there's times when we're the student and the other person's the teacher. And November for us is a month where a lot of wisdom and new perspectives and different ways of seeing the world, and new ways to improve our trade, that sort of thing, can really come in through another person. So this is a great time to go back to school, to take a workshop, to get a mentor, however it needs to come in for you or however it comes in for you. But to release the idea that you know everything that there is to know about everything or about even the topic at hand. Because, we're constantly learning in every area of our life. And so this could be a month where someone enters your life who has a tremendous amount of wisdom in the area that you want to gain that wisdom. So this is a great month to brainstorm with that person, to connect with them, to seek advice from them, and to listen to that advice, even if, and it likely will be, even if it's different from yours, right? It might be a different way of looking at it, thinking outside the box, doing things differently, approaching it differently, investing your energy in a different way. And I would say, explore that, try it, right? One thing with the 4 energy is we can tend to be a little bit stuck in our ways sometimes because we're so solution focused. So we think we know the best way to make it happen. And maybe we do. But there are certainly other ways to make it happen. And usually when we can connect with others and share ideas and, hear different perspectives and gain different wisdom, we recognize that there are ways to do it that allow us to work smarter, not harder. And we get the same results. Sometimes we get even better results. So this is a great month to pursue those opportunities to enhance your expertise, right? And to do things differently as much as possible. There could be some life-altering contracts that come in this month. And I would say do your due diligence before signing on to something, but you could see big opportunities come in this month that absolutely change your trajectory. It could be a job promotion out of the blue. It could be, you get a contract with someone that you really want to get a contract with, whatever, right? Or maybe you have some new clients come in that you weren't expected that just catapult you into, the next realm, so to speak. So really, really life-altering contracts are possible now. And it doesn't have to be like the very, the physical contracts like that we typically think of when I say contracts. It could be like soul contracts where you meet people now that just change your life in some way, change your perspective, change the way you do things, change the way you see the world, you name it. So, and that's why I say, be open to a mentor, be open to someone who's got great wisdom in the area you're seeking that wisdom, be open to them and the wisdom that they have to share, because I think it could affect your life in a beautiful way, especially in the long term. I would definitely say, again, do your due diligence before signing anything at this time, and make sure that, you have someone look it over if it's a physical contract, right? And I would say, even if it's a soul contract, even though those aren't really those are sort of non-negotiable, like they're coming in because you have a soul contract, and, the two souls are going to do the work that they need to do to get each other to where they need to be. But I would say, just kind of keep your head about you in whatever situation it is that you enter into, especially if you're committing to something. Try not to put on the rose-colored glasses. And if the rose-colored glasses come on, I would say take them off before you sign any kind of contract. There is so much potential that can come in around this, come in this month, for great opportunities, for great advancement, for success, all of these things. And I think that it would be easy to have those rose-colored glasses on, because things can really come in quickly. And just really be big opportunities. But I would just say, keep that practical side to yourself, not to the point where you become like over analytical or cynical or, too cautious, where you keep yourself sort of in the box, but just keep that practical side to yourself, to where you're reading through the fine print, that sort of thing, right? Just do your due diligence, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I would also say to watch your attitude and your thoughts at this time, because ultimately our attitude and our thoughts about things are the creators of our reality, right? How we think about things, how we look at things, how we think about it, how we, our attitude towards it truly creates our experience, right? And so I would say, try not to be too skeptical of things. Keep an open mind, explore. Definitely keep the practical side of yourself to make sure that you kind of, again, do your due diligence, make sure you're being protected and taken care of in the situation. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for shifts and change, and for sort of leveling up in so many different areas through your connections with others this month, because you've got that 23, right? So 2 energies there. So relationships are going to be really important, and what other people can kind of do for you and help you to, accelerate in the areas you want to accelerate in. It is interesting because we're also working with the energy of snake. So this brings in sort of this energy of shedding your skin, right? The old skin that's no longer working for us, right? Like we've outgrown something in some area of our life. So we're releasing that. And it could be a belief system. It could be our attitude towards something. Or it could be a way that we're doing something. And so the soul contracts, the new, the people coming into our lives at this time, or the new opportunities and experiences, have the potential to help us to shed that skin, to shed the old ways of doing something. Because that's the other thing with 4 energy. It can get stuck in its ways, stuck in this idea of systems and institutions. And sometimes those systems and institutions become outdated, and we need to release them so that we can create something better, something new. And this month could be a great time for doing that. So when I say, just make sure that you're not too rigid, that you're not too skeptical, that you're not too quick to dismiss. Because this is going to be a month where, if you can allow yourself to be the student, you have a lot to learn, and that sort of education will help you leaps and bounds in getting the momentum and getting to where it is that you're trying to get to. But you'll have to release that sort of dead skin, that layer that's no longer working, like with snake energy, in order to get there. And in order to get there in a way that is satisfactory and fulfilling for you and everyone involved. Beautiful energy this month, 4s. I hope it's a great one. Take care. Bye for now.